Zane is top 3 easiest people to hit. You'll be fine. That's also from Anna Bright.
I remember that one.
You don't
This
remember
was
from
I mean, how
June
maybe
Jake
11,
and Brooks.
2025?
Zane is one of the easiest people to hit.
I feel like I'm not that easy to hit.
Jay DeVilliers is easy to hit. I always say that the guys who are doing like the behind the back thing, like actually, like it looks really sick, but it's like that's a sign that your hands aren't the best. If you're regularly doing like behind the back stuff, it's Tyson, Jay, and Zane. That's our Mount Rushmore. Maybe we need one more for Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dollar has gonna
Welcome, everyone, to the PicklePod. I'm Nico the Lefty. As always, we have Zane Navratil. Today, we also have Anna Bright. We're going to be recapping the Dink Awards, talking chaos, that is preseason MLP, and who Anna thinks is better in men's doubles than Ben Johns. Now, of course, make sure you like, subscribe, share, just hit all the buttons, and as always, leave comments. We will absolutely be reading any roast comments of Anna on the pod next week. Anna, welcome to the show.
Hi, guys, and everyone listening. Welcome to the best ever episode of PicklePod. So glad you're here.
You've been on the PicklePod before, though. Second best
but I'm
episode.
like new and improved now. I've like blossomed. I'm new and improved.
Yeah. You've really come out of your social media shell. Not that you were ever really super far in a shell, but you are now.
We're producing higher volume now. I think I just saw you leaning into being a really cringe, Zane, and I was like, I don't like, what is there? Just embrace the cringe, you know? I thought you were so brave to do that. And so I just following in your footsteps.
Hold on. You've got me and Nico on here, and of the two of us, you call me cringe.
I like it already.
You're an easy target, Zane. It's like a magnet. It's like you see Zane, it's like you have to drag him.
Oh, 100%. I appreciate it. And we had a fun little back and forth on Reddit just yesterday. I feel like everybody was like, what on earth is going on? So I guess, Nico, sorry to hijack your Notion itinerary and all that stuff, but we just kind of, we just get in here, we just go. So Anna Bright thinks that Gabe Tardio is the GOAT. And I'm convinced she doesn't know what the GOAT means.
It's clickbaity, okay? Like, I know I got to get people to open the email. All right, everyone subscribe to my newsletter, some clickbaity titles. But basically what I was saying in that piece is that I think there's a legitimate argument that Gabe is currently the best men's doubles player. Only men's. I'm not talking about overall. I'm not talking about mixed. I think there is definitely an argument that can be made that Gabe is the best at men's doubles. That's what I'm saying.
All right, make it then.
Well, Gabe is like kind of him. Like, you watch them play. I have been watching so much men's doubles. Of course, you play against him. It's obviously that's very different the first hand. But I feel like Ben gets hit so many more balls than Gabe. He's less threatening than Gabe. People are more scared of Gabe. Gabe out of the air with the forehand, off the bounce with the forehand. The things he does, they should be illegal. I think I clipped one and I put in the newsletter, my caption was like, the dirtiest shot you've seen in your life is literally routine for Gabe. And just watching what Gabe was able to do with Hayden at MLP firsthand, day in, day out. It's like Hayden is probably the best left side ball manipulator in the game. And Hayden was never even pulling because it was just higher percentage to wait for Gabe to get something. I think Gabe at the kitchen line is a complete cheat code.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he's only as good as his like supporting cast, though, of course. And so it's interesting because they are like.
You can say that about anyone. You could say that about Ben. Yeah. Like Ben with Hunter, like he can't. You know, he wasn't winning matches there. Like
sure,
you can say that about anyone.
Yeah,
no
but I think it is just
right than Gabe.
Who plays a better right? No, nobody even
play
close.
A bigger right, also.
Yeah, he does stick in there a good amount. I think it's interesting because like you have two ends of the spectrum with Gabe and Ben. Like Ben is honestly probably less aggressive than most, and Gabe is like ultra aggressive. And honestly, it seems like that's what Ben actually does better with, right? Like with Colin, for a time they were able to just grind, but now he's got Anna Lee who's initiating as much of the offense as he is, and then Gabe who's probably initiating like 2/3 of the offense. So
I think if touches, I still feel Ben generates the vast majority of their offense.
Given
but, like on a per ball hit, I would agree with you.
So I think there's a legitimate argument that Gabe is the G, but I think you are misunderstanding the OAT.
I told you
Yeah.
it's clickbait. I know what it means. It's clickbait.
So
I love that someone called you out, and they're like, I don't actually think Anna knows what this means, but
I know what it means.
anything to open an
It's
email,
all
anything.
time. It's
Anna Bright, anything to open an
trying to
email.
get a high open ratio. Okay, you guys know the game. It's a content game.
All right, Anna, we're going to need you to let us know what the thumbnail text and the title of our PicklePod episode is this week so that we get maximum engagement. So maybe Zane, go.
I think I already know. It's going to be related to the tweet.
All right. I thought you were saying it's going to be related to Anna Bright. I was like, okay, I get it.
I don't know this tweet. Can we get into this tweet? I don't know what this tweet is.
Oh my goodness. The tweet was so wild that I actually didn't even save it. Let's see if we can pull this. We're gonna pull this up. It's worth pulling up.
Okay, so it's about our back and forth on Reddit last night, Zane. A lot of people aren't that active on Reddit, but I posted a link to my very clickbaity article. But the content of the article is good. The title is clickbait, and Zane just replied because the question is is Gabe the new GOAT? And Zane just says no, but he texts me a screenshot of it. So then me and Zane are texting as we're flaming each other back and forth on Reddit. I told Zane the GOAT definitely wasn't him. He asked me how tall you have to be to ride AL's coattails. I had to think a little while about what I was going to say for that. But thankfully, Zane had just been traded. So it was easy to come up with something. He's too tall.
You got bailed out. You got bailed out there.
I got bailed out.
He wasn't traded. He was, quote, kicked off the team.
Yeah, I said he's too tall because he got kicked off. So it really felt like a battle between two heavyweights.
I agree.
Insane.
And then
Zane, the first time you've ever been. First time you've ever been called a heavyweight ever. So, Zane, so you were flamed for like a solid hour, and I eventually tweet who wins in a fight, right? And our buddy Jake Elvar says, "I'm sure Jenny would beat Zane up if he dared lay a finger in AB."
What?
Yes.
Oh God. Okay. The rest of this exchange.
It was even pointed out to him that he said, I think Katrina said diabolical typo. He goes, oh yeah, that's a bad one. Leaves it up. It is still up to this date. If I accidentally tweeted that, it would be deleted, and probably so would my entire account. But if you want to take a look, definitely Jenny would beat Zane up for that for sure. And
wow. Yeah, that is still up. No, I have not seen that. Diabolical typo indeed. Yeah, no, she would beat the shit out of me.
We help her. I don't think it'd be consensual.
No. What are we talking about? Can we change this? Jake, come on.
So Jake's derailing the podcast, but we're talking about Gabe as the new number one best player. And one question I have for both of you is the right side more important now than the left side? Like, is a team defined by how good their right side player is, or how good their left side player, or does it matter? Like, is it just case by case?
Anna, what do you think?
I think that up until a certain point, the left side player is more important. The right side just kind of is a ball maker, a setup partner. But then I think once you maybe pass a threshold, it's a very high threshold. Like maybe, even top 8 teams in the world, top 7, something very high. It might switch to the right side player actually being a little bit more important and impactful. Because at that point, all your left side players are very good. It becomes about how much can the other right side player keep the left side player from being honest. I think I haven't thought about this too much, but I feel like it's the left side player up until a threshold. Till the left side players get too good, then you need a right side player with very good counters, very good offense.
Yeah, so I think that the non-negotiable for a right side player is good counters, right? You have to have good counters. And then after that, there are still some style things from the right side. You don't have to be ultra aggressive, Gabe or Hayden on the right side, because we saw Federico in his tournament with Hayden that they won Worlds. When they finally made the switch, Fed was kind of a little bit more of a ball maker right
But
side.
Hayden was taking more court with Federico than he did like with me.
Correct. Hayden was playing big, right? But Fed was also, he understood how to funnel the ball to his like hot left side guy, right? So you can either be a funnel to get your left side guy involved, or you can be the chaos offense of a Gabe. And so we're seeing more offense from the right side, but I still think there is like that right side guy who just grinds balls. Like an Andre Deescu, if he was on the right side, great counters, probably not going to speed up too much, probably would be able to figure out how to funnel the ball to Ben on the left or whomever that would be if Andre actually played the right. So I'd say like there's two different types, right? That you could be.
Where would you rank Andre if you're only ranking like right side players? Where would you put him? Like Gabe's on the right, Hayden's on the right. Everyone, like all the guys who've played the right. Where would you put right side Andre?
Probably still top 5 just because Andre's a gamer. He'll play
Yeah.
anywhere. Like
Who
he's
wins,
obviously-
Andre and Andre or Hayden and Hayden?
Wow. Who do you think wins? I don't know. I think Hayden and Hayden.
Hayden wins.
Hayden and Hayden. Yeah. So I
What
think
about Andre and Hayden versus Andre and Hayden, but Andre's on the left and then one Andre's on the right.
Andre on the left. Andre on the left with Hayden on the right, I think. Because I think Hayden's a more offensive right side than Andre is. Andre's a ball maker right side.
So are you saying that? So then, do you think the offensive right side is preferable to the ball maker?
I think in the multi Hayden Andre matchup, yeah. Well, so I don't think I'm ready to say that as like a total like generalization. I think
Okay.
it is partnership dependent, and I do think back to your point, for 99.99% of people, your left side is going to be more important because they are still almost no matter what probably getting 60% of the shots funneled their way, if not more, right? And so for amateurs listening to this, don't take this as go put your better player on the right side. No, you almost always want to have your better player on the left side. There are some nuanced pro situations where you flip that.
Yeah, I agree totally.
But all in all, more aggressive right side is better for all levels? Or do you want to have the person that's the
aggressive and
backboard?
consistent, amazing.
Mhm.
Do that. But you have to be able to make a baseline number of balls. Like,
Yeah. Don't just be chaotic just for the sake of being chaotic and say you're playing like Gabe Tardio.
for disaster.
That's fair. And I think Andre probably understood this early. And Andre for the last year and a half has benefited by having like some of the most aggressive, best right side players, right? Like, did he come on this early? Like, he's like, I got Gabe, and then I'm getting Christian, and I'm getting CJ. Like, all these players initiate a lot from the right, and like this happened to correlate exactly with the ascent of Andre. So I don't know. For me, I
more
think
respect on Andre's name. Andre's always been there.
Also, just like those are just like good partners. It wasn't like he picked Gabe out of like nothingness, or any of them. I would say.
no. I mean, I know Gabe was good, but I mean, if you think about it, the year before, Gabe was demoted from premier to challenger, right? Like
that was absurd.
Yeah, but they also kind of benefited from coming in from APP. They were the top
They
2
came in
best
at like the
players
same
at
time,
the
and
APP. They come into PPA and they don't have partners, so they like basically partner up together.
fair. So I guess the last question I have then about you guys have come up with a bunch of like metaphoricals around like who could win. I guess my question is, do we have the best team set up right now to beat Ben and Gabe, or is there a better pairing than exists today to beat them? Like Anna, if you are GMing the rest of PPA to beat those two, who are you putting together?
I think the team has Hayden on it 100%. I think 2 Haydens would be optimal. But
that would be
Right.
that would be optimal.
Short of cloning Hayden, what do you got for us?
I think if Hayden is playing the right, you need Andre.
Mm-hmm.
And then if Hayden is playing the left, Christian is not bad. High volatility, but if you're just trying to get a win, it can totally happen. But to beat them like more consistently, I don't know if I'm not too familiar with CJ. I haven't honestly watched CJ the most. But I worry that I don't think him and Hayden would play very well together. Do you think, Zane? Like, I don't know that they'd play very CJ likes to take a lot of court and stuff, and I think Hayden really needs to be moving. I don't think he does well when he's not moving.
Also, I feel like CJ has been playing less chaotically. I think he's at his best when he's, like, moving around more.
I
I
agree,
haven't seen him, like, really rolling those cross-court backhands. I haven't seen him being super aggressive. Like, CJ's at his best when he's super aggressive. So, like a CJ Hayden team, you would just have to see it, right? Like, I have no idea.
It's tough for me to see that working. Maybe
Yeah.
kind of like an outside pick here, but I actually think that Max has a very high ceiling. I don't think he's ready to do it now, but I think that's an interesting one. He's given Ben some trouble in the past, and I think that really helps with just put away power from a Hayden team for someone with Hayden on the left side.
Yeah. I might go Hayden right, Andre left, or Hayden left, Christian right.
I think those are the easiest answers to say it.
So here's a question then for the two of you, and I feel like this person gets just forgotten about all the time now. And we have brought up basically every single one of the top 8 players in the world besides J.W. Johnson. Like, is he not in the equation for
True, I kind of
the formula?
maybe you want Dub and Hayden.
Nah, J-Dub's cooked.
Done.
I don't know. He's pulling more off the bounce now, and I think Hayden could help with a lot of the offense in the middle with the backhand.
Yeah, because if J-Dub's stationary and he has, like, a Gabe to his right side or a Hayden to his right side, and all J-Dub has to look for is backhand flicks.
I think H could really help with the offense in the middle. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
It's interesting. It's very different from an Andre Hayden. Looks very different from a J-Dub Hayden.
I just feel like people are on J-Dub's flick more. Like, right side guys are countering that much better, and, like, he is adding offense off the bounce, but he still doesn't have aggressive enough dinks. So, like, when you see the offense coming off the bounce, you know, all right, he's gonna speed up, and maybe he still wins that point, but he needs a little bit more like chaos, like a Hayden, like a little bit more unpredictability, I think.
I do think predictability, like Ben is very good at just taking advantage of. Like, you need to, like, break his system a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So very quickly, I want you guys to power rank at the end of the year. What's the rankings going to be? Rank these 3 teams: Ben, Gabe,
It's pretty easy.
Hayden, and Christian, Andre, and then CJ J-Dub.
I'm not honestly too high on Andre and Fed. I would probably put J-Dub and CJ ahead of them.
I agree.
That's close. That's close, but that's what I would
And
do.
Hayden and Alshon are number 2?
I put them at 2, but they can totally lose, especially to J-Dub and CJ. I don't see them losing to Fed and Andre as much, but I could totally see them losing to J-Dub and CJ. But J-Dub and CJ versus Andre and Fed, I could see going either way, depending on
I
who
think Hayden and Christian will just be volatile, right? Which you kind of want if you're trying to upset the top guy.
Yeah. But I think on average they'll finish 2, but they can definitely, like, they're the most volatile.
The wait is over. We have the winners of the 120 Life Drink Awards in hand, and we'll be revealing them across the next 3 PicklePod episodes. Episode 1 is the Player Awards, Men's and Women's Player of the Year, Fan Favorite Pro, and Breakout Players of the Year. Episode 2, Media Awards, Best Content Creator, Best YouTuber, Best Pickleball Podcast. I think we take home the Triple Crown week 2, but who knows? And then week 3, we wrap it up with the best pickleball facilities, top organizations, paddle reviewer of the year, and the paddle of the year. So the Dink Awards, bigger, better than ever, awesome nomination process this year, and we had more votes than ever before as well. So make sure to tune in to the next couple of weeks for the winners of the 120 Life Drink Awards.
And see if Zane won Best Dressed. All right. So moving on from the debate on the possible number 1 Gabe, and then the best team in pickleball, undisputed Gabe and Ben. Speaking of superlatives, Anna, we brought you on because we have the Dink Awards. You were nominated for 7 Dink Awards. Did you know that?
I didn't know 7.
A ton. So I think you probably have the most nominations, more than Zane, and Zane owns the Dink. So you were nominated for Women's Player of the Year, Fan Favorite, Best On-Court Personality, Content Creator of the Year, Upset of the Year with your match with Deckel, Viral Moment with your match with Thomas, and Best Dressed. And you were also
nominated for Male Player of the Year. I know I was nominated for that.
You were nominated, but you did not make the final cut.
I want to know where the top 5 ranked. Like, you guys have to find out where my votes ranked. I bet it was actually pretty high.
Let's see, Male Player of the Year. Did you put that in your newsletter or something to have people vote for you?
Vote for me, and I put on my story like I think it'd be very funny to win Male Player of the Year.
All right, JB, how do we look into that? How can we look into the nominations for how many Male Player of the Years?
Probably need like the very first version of like the form.
Oh, perfect. All right. That'll be awesome. We'll see if you got some votes.
I did. I know I did.
At least you, for sure. No, I'm sure the Anna Bright army has come. So, but we'll go through. Why don't we go through then while JB's looking, and we can announce. We're going to announce the winners of all of the pro categories this time around. Next week, we're going to do the creator and media categories. And then the following week, we're going to announce organizations, MLP teams, Paddle of the Year, and Paddle Reviewer of the Year. Now, Anna, I know you were nominated for 7 Dink Awards, as we mentioned. Is there one that you want more than any other?
Content Creator.
Content Creator of the Year. All right.
I just wanted to rip it from people where it's like the content creation is more of their primary job. I just wanted to rip it from all of them. But
wow, you're just out for blood. You don't even.
I'm a true competitor. I am a true competitor.
I'll second that. I'll vote for you over Chris Olsen any day, just to tear it from him.
Come on now.
Well, I don't think Chris Olsen was nominated for Content Creator of the Year, but all 3 of us were. Ooh. Zane, here's the question. Zane, are you more content creator or pro pickleball player at this point?
Ooh.
Where do you land in the spectrum? Is Anna Bright trying to take this from you, or
which spectrum? But I feel like I'm 50-50 at this point. I don't know.
You can go both ways.
See. If we go with my screen time, I'm like 99 to 1% of content creator to pro pickleball player. So I don't know. I'll let Anna answer that. I'm sure she's got some mean thing to say to me about it.
I'd say my perception of you is like maybe 65-35 towards content.
Okay.
I'd say that's maybe 60-40, but I would say that's my perception of you. What about me?
I feel like you are 75-25 on the play side, but that's 25 is clearly like growing. I don't know. It's like a hard question to ask.
It is hard, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
It's tough. You know, I would say, here's the hard thing is like, I would say the 2 of you probably put in a huge amount of time doing content stuff. Like, you know, not to glaze both of you, but like, I think you 2 are 2 of the more hardworking people in the game. Like nonstop. I can't get Zane to answer a text message until 3 a.m. my time every morning. So like Anna, at least like, you know, she responds when I send her a message. So maybe she has a little bit more time. I don't know. But like Zane, Zane lives a couple, you know, time zones ahead of me. I'll send him a message at like 11 a.m. and then one at like 3 p.m. And without a doubt, like clockwork, I wake up 3:08 a.m. I get the answer to all my messages the day before, and then I will not get anything else the rest of the day. So, are we friends? No, we're coworkers.
Too many people text me. Too many people text me. I don't like getting text messages. I clear all my text messages in the morning, and then by this time at night, I got like 120 text messages. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with you, Nico. And I respond to you more than I respond to my own mother. So
I'll take it.
No, some days like today, I was literally I just did 8 hours of clinics today. I literally. You're just too needy. You need too much of my attention, Nico. Like, you gotta relax.
I do. I'm like, hey, Zane, can you take a look one time at the run of show for the podcast we're going to do in an hour, please? No, fuck you. Okay. But no, yeah, you guys are both great. Like I said, we're all three of us are nominated. We'll see who wins next week, if it's one of us, or if it's one of the big dogs, Kyle, Tanner. I have a feeling it's not me when every morning I wake up to my wife watching the Get Ready With Me videos of Anna Bright. Just like, it's the first thing I get a text message from Zane and I get Ready With Me from Anna Bright. And she's like, was that?
You just mean something like, "Hey guys."
Yeah, exactly. I hear you falling down the stairs. I like just anything goes with these videos. So it's great.
Yeah.
Wait, so I want to ask. I feel like you were always active on Twitter and comments and stuff, and like people loved that. But I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong on the timeline, I feel like second half of 2025, you really started diving into creating your own content, right? Like that's kind of when the newsletter started. That's kind of when, and then like a couple months later, you started doing like the vlogs, Get Ready With Me's, that type of stuff. Is that an accurate timeline?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So
around.
what gives? Were you just bored one day? You're like, I want to write. Okay, writing's going great. I want to go start all this extra content. Like, what's the deal with that?
I have wanted to write for a while, but I don't know, it's tough to start things sometimes. I didn't really know how to do it, or I wasn't really sure that I could I wanted to write about things like NML writes about, but I was like, I can't say that about my peers, just kind of feeling that type of pressure. And it all
You get over that. You get
yeah,
over
now
it.
my newsletter is not like super incendiary, but I write about topics, but I think I've gotten good enough that I kind of toe the line fairly well. But it actually everything started because I had the idea of that I wanted to do like my boot camp. And then I was like, okay, I have to grow my following and like my loyal base and like have a place for all of them. And so then I had wanted to write for a while, and I think it was what finally got me to write and figure out Beehive and post my first thing was the screaming incident with Kate in
Right.
at MLP Dallas against your team, and then all the subsequent like Twitter back and forth. I just felt inspired to write, and I didn't even share that one in an email until I did like it was like I had I wrote another post, and that's the one I shared. So I think that's what kind of started it all for me, and then that was going well. I was really enjoying that. I was really, really enjoying using my brain and doing more than like just playing pickleball, to be frank. And then I was like, I just gradually wanted to do more and have been really, really enjoying it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what tip you had for Zane to help him grow his newsletter. I think the first thing I heard that Zane can do is use your brain, Zane, and and it might be better. But what has made you so successful? Like I feel like a ton of every pro probably has a newsletter, but yours is the one that gets talked about on Pickleball TV.
I don't know that a lot of pros have newsletters, honestly, but I
Yeah.
think,
Fair, man. What
yeah,
pros newsletters are you
Maybe I'm
subscribing to?
thinking about all the content creator pro people. I'm thinking about the Kyles or the Tanners or the Zane. Maybe the people that are in my inner circle.
yeah, they're all super, super dialed. But I think mine is very. For one, I'm a pretty recognizable face. Like people see me on Pickleball TV a lot. I have screen time in that way, so it's easy for them to talk about what I'm doing. It's pretty natural. But I think also in it, I'm very open. I think I naturally am very open, and I have done generally a very good job always with having a very strong like parasocial relationship with a lot of my fans and supporters. Like I respond to almost every comment. Like that's kind of a point for me, and something that takes time, but I enjoy. I used to respond to like almost all of my DMs. That isn't really sustainable anymore, but really trying to do that, and I think that really kind of brings people in, makes them want to support. I'm generally quite open with fans as well when I see them. I really enjoy that. So, but I think mostly it's the tone. I write in a very conversational tone, very much
Mm.
like I'm taking people along, which is really how it feels. Like of everything I do, the newsletter is probably what I take the most pride in and what I really appreciate people like complimenting me about, because I feel like, there's just nothing. Writing is just a different way of expression. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah. How long does it take to crank out a newsletter?
I wrote the Ben Johns one
53 minutes.
in 53 minutes, like images, everything. So I would say it's probably usually around 45 minutes to an hour and 15, I would say. It kind of depends.
Nice. You just get good at it. You get efficient at it. I'm sure the first few took much longer, and then yeah, you get good at it.
I'm a
So
fast typer. I think that's huge for just being like efficient as an adult is being able to type fast. Thankfully, my parents made me take typing classes.
What's your word per minute count?
It's very inversely correlated with the length of my nails. Like the longer the nails are, the typing gets worse. Right now with this length of nail, I could probably do like 115 to 120.
Is that good?
That's
fast.
nuts.
What is normal?
Probably
40.
like 60. Oh,
I don't know. I would say like probably maybe 60. I don't know. Like somewhere in there. I don't know.
10fastfingers.com. Are you gonna do it, Zane? I don't know if you should do it right now.
Wait, what is it? What's it called?
10, like the number 10fastfingers.com.
See, the problem is I use voice to text, which is way faster than any of this stupid shit.
That would be faster, yeah.
All right.
I actually don't know. I bet you 120 words per minute is about as fast as you could think and talk. So
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. All right, we're gonna try this. So what do I do? Okay.
We should mess with them, Nico. Just say random words.
No, shut up.
Go. Duck. TV. Flower. Water.
Diet Coke.
Mug.
Jenny. Jay
Two.
Gelvar
I'm locked
tweets.
in still, guys.
Camera. Hat.
Noe Cliff. New Jersey Fives.
Chicago Slice. Heartbroken. So sad.
The captain. Ex-captain.
My fingers are getting tired. What? I got red right. Why is that not going? I got it. Hold on. My thing's actually glitching out.
Content.
Oh my gosh. How long is this supposed to take, Zane?
A minute.
It's very long.
Okay.
It's a very long. Zane is used to minutes feeling very long. What else? What's the word?
Okay. I got 47 words per minute.
What's your accuracy?
Don't worry about that. 47.
It's okay, Zane. You're like me.
Good. Anna's like 3 times, well, a little bit more than double me. That's impressive.
Yeah. Almost 3 times. And maybe with no nails, 3 times faster.
All right. And also, maybe if I didn't have any idiots in talking to me while I'm doing this stuff, I feel like I could get 55. Also, it did glitch on one word for like 5 seconds. So I want credit for 50.
Okay, 50's fair.
Okay, you get it.
Probably like 55, 60 without us messing with you.
No, I was dialed. Don't worry about that. I can multiply.
That was as good as Zane can do. So,
no.
All right. So fast typing, Zane, this is what you can do. Work on that. Your newsletter will thank you. All right. So there's no award for best typer, which I think Anna would probably win. And if there was an award, I'm assuming that she would practice and make sure that she won.
Yeah. Hold on. Who do you think of pro players is the worst typer?
Definitely one of those, a junior that didn't go to college, like Gabe or Hayden, or
I was
Georgia.
thinking J-Dub.
Oh yeah, but he did some online.
J-Dub?
He did some online school.
Did he? Well, I was just thinking like everything other than his hands.
Federico, I can't imagine Federico typing either.
Slow. That's true. I couldn't imagine.
I have like a master's. He can definitely type. But J-Dub's a good pick there. I think J-Dub's a good pick. I think like
J-Dub's definitely a first round pick in that one.
I think Gabe is also a first round pick there.
Yeah, but he can play online poker real good, so that's got to translate.
I don't know how many clicks you or how much you type in online poker.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know. He's always doing stuff.
But the phone is so different. The phone is so different. So is
fast twitch.
Yeah. Phone is so different. Like my kids are like, they can type like 120 words per minute on on their phone, but they don't even know how to type in the home position. It's insane. So, but will they need to? I don't know. Like at this point, like you could probably get, like I got through like my entire grad school with basically dictation. So,
damn, I never.
I bet you Matt Wright's a menace typing. Lawyers, I feel like he's got to be a menace on the keyboard.
Or he dictates. I think when he texts, it's off text.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to be doing.
I bet you Travis doesn't own a computer, so he's out.
No, he doesn't. But yeah, that doesn't feel right.
Okay. Anyway, I'm good to end this tangent now.
Zane, good news. I got Maui Nui to send me new sticks. I realize that I should start buying them now because they're so good and I probably will. And that's how they hook you. But I can't stop, won't stop. Best venison sticks I've ever had. And I feel very highbrow for having venison finally.
Yeah, you know what? I'm away from home and I have my Maui Nui sticks at home and I've been doing all these clinics. I've been hungry. And so I was like, all right, let's see what DoorDash can get me in terms of like beef sticks or even venison sticks. No Maui Nui. Been stuck with chomps. Don't get me wrong. It's okay. But it makes me really miss my Maui Nui. I ate one. It's just not the same. So I don't know. I didn't know what I was missing from venison jerky until I tried it with Maui Nui. And so I got a bunch of them at home as well. Can't wait to be home. It'll be great to see my wife and my dogs and all that stuff, but really we're looking forward to the Maui Nui.
Perfect. Well, Zane, just tell your wife to order 5 stick starter packs and then you'll get one free. Just have her go to mauinuivenison.com/thedink. That's MAUINUI venison.com/thedink. Back to the Dink Awards. We're going to start with Best Men's Player. So the nominees were Christian, Federico, Andre, Gabe, and Zane. No. And Ben. And did you say Zane or did you say me? Which one would be more unlikely or more likely? Zane or Anna made it to this list. I don't know. We'll have to. I would like to tally that list. There we go. All right, JB.
Come on, JB. Come on, Logan. Get us the numbers. We need the numbers.
You read the numbers. Oh
my! Player of the year. Oh my god!
14 for Breakout Player of the Year.
14 people think I'm the men's Breakout Player of the Year, though.
All right.
Attaboy.
So the winner is Ben Johns in a landslide, Gabe being the runner-up. So I think it sounds like we got the 1-2. So, but Ben triple basically the amount of votes. Basically, it's like Anna Bright's typing speed versus Zane's for the amount of votes for Ben and Gabe. Now, Women's Player of the Year, the nominees were Rachel Rohrbacher, Catherine Parento, Hurricane Tyra Black, Anna Bright, and Annalie Waters. And to nobody's surprise, I think, Annalie Waters, also in a landslide, Anna Bright, second place. Congratulations to Annalie Waters. She's so good that I think I had asked Anna Bright earlier. I said, hey, would you rather win Women's Player of the Year or Content Creator of the Year? And she said, content, because I deserve that. I don't deserve Women's Player of the Year.
I'm not even content, but I was like, I definitely do not deserve Women's Player of the Year. Probably a funny bit.
So Anna, I would say, I'm curious what you think. I think you're a clear number 2 best player by a kind of a head and shoulders. And I think you would say that Anna Lee is I would assume you would say Anna Lee is a stronger player than you.
Oh,
what is the if you are rating people, if you're rating you, Anna Lee, and the rest of the field based on, let's say, duper, and I don't know what the accurate duper is for her or for you at this point, but what's the difference would you say, between Anna Lee and you, and then you and the next best player, whether that's Georgia, Tyra? It's probably Georgia or Tyra, I would guess.
I think AL's a 6'8", and then I think I'm a 6'4", and then I think Georgia and Tyra are both 6'2s.
Yeah, so I think that's accurate.
I think that feels about right. Or you could even push Georgia and Tyra a little closer. I think that my floor and my average level is probably is higher than theirs. Especially Georgia's mixed is a little, obviously Tyra just won, but her mixed is not quite as good on average, at least not right now. But in women's, their ceiling is just as high or higher than mine. But I think I bring a higher average level and probably more versatility as well.
So 6.8 puts Anna Lee also as like a top 20 men's player. Would you agree with that?
Who is 20? Is that like Augie Hunter range? Like
I was going to say Hunter. That's my go-to when I think
Augie,
of number 20.
Hunter, Zane Navratil type of range.
Tyler Loon.
Tyler
Anna Lee
Loon.
is right. I think Anna Lee is there, honestly.
That's the hypothetical matchup we
Not in
want, is two
singles.
Zanes versus two
Not in
Anna Lees.
singles is different, but it is a holistic doubles player.
Yeah, for sure. I think people like, look, I'm not one of those people in tennis that's going to say Serena Williams is the best tennis player of all time. Like, I don't believe that. So I think that gives me credibility as well when I say, like, I think Anna Lee is legit a top 20 player. Like,
Yeah, I think
I don't
so.
know. I would struggle to make an argument that I'm a better pickleball player than Anna Lee Waters.
Yeah, it's just a
Like,
different skill set. Like, it was interesting playing against Anna Lee and Mari than playing against you and Mari when you were on the right side as well. It was like the same formation. And it was interesting to me. And I was thinking about it. It felt like you could take more court. You could take more court than AL, but it wasn't like a dead ball to you was necessarily more threatening than it was giving that same exact ball to AL. But I did feel like you could take more court than her from that right side, from like a reach standpoint, and maybe like, one hand, a little bit longer arms and everything. But it wasn't like, it's like if I hit a ball like out to your forehand a little dead, like I'd rather give it to you than Anna Lee. So it was interesting. Like I do think you and Mari were the better team. But it was not by like a big margin at all. Like not like something huge. It was interesting, but it definitely felt like you could do more. Maybe you could like carry isn't exactly the right word, but if you have a little bit of a weaker partner, you're trying to take a little bit more court. I felt like you were better suited to that. But if it was like two Zanes versus two Anna Lees, like I'm not
I
sure.
want nothing to do with that matchup.
Like I'm like, you know what I mean? So
I don't want that smoke. I do not want that smoke.
We're clipping that one. Who wins that matchup? My goodness.
No, please don't turn that into a poll on the Dink.
Whatever you do not turn it into a poll on the Dink. All right. Surprisingly, all out of all these votes, Georgia not on the list for best women's player, not on the top 5. So
that's surprising because I feel like Georgia is kind of like a little culty audience almost. Like people love Georgia. I'm surprised they didn't vote for it.
Push anyone to vote though. If you don't push people to vote,
that's true. And I'm surprised because I had been on like the Anna Bright is the number 2 best female player in the world bandwagon for like the last 2 years. And anytime I comment, there's at least 5 people in my comments that are like, Georgia is number 2, not Anna Bright. So I see that all the time. Like whether or not people think it's true, it's just I'm surprised that she was not in the top 5 for nominations. But like you said, this was voted on, online and social and whatnot. And I don't think Georgia's as vocal. All right, moving on. Breakout Player of the Year men. We have Noe Cliff, we have John Lucian Goings, Roscoe Bellamy, Eric Onsines, and Chris Hayworth. And the winner is Chris Hayworth.
Okay.
Any arguments there?
I think a lot of deserving candidates there. Just depends on singles or double.
Right.
Not I think doubles. Personally, but I tend to, since I play doubles, I think about doubles more. From a singles perspective, I think, yeah.
He's a breakout player on the PPA, but like he was already that good. Like he went like all of 2025 or whatever it was, or 2024 through 2025 without like losing in the APP. So I wouldn't call that like a breakout, but I guess he was just new to the PPA. So that makes.
You could say that about like Eric too, though. Like he's
right. I would have probably picked Eric. Eric was good last year, but I do think he's raised his game actually. And it's interesting because like we used to have people like really break through on a year in, year out basis, like completely new names. And we're just not seeing that anymore. It takes them some time to sort of break out. I would say Eric is like one of the biggest breakout players over the last 2 years, like Noe as well, playing really well. But like Christian came in out of nowhere. Fed came in out of nowhere, right? Like people don't just come in out of nowhere anymore as much. And I think that's especially obvious when we look at like the women's breakout player of the year. We got Alex Trong, Kate Fahey, Jeannie Bouchard, Sophia Seving, and Kat Stewart. hard to say that like none of those players really feel like breakout players.
I think Sophia does to me.
Yeah, because Sophia probably being the most breakout. But like Kate finishes runner up ever so slightly to Aunt Alex Strong. But Kate was like good last year. She's gotten better, but like I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, and that one was Alex and Kate were separated by 11 votes. So wild. But I agree. I feel like Alex and Kate were almost like household names last year, or the year before. So, moving on, we have I think a huge disappointment in the eyes of Zane Navratil.
And everybody, Anna's gonna be pissed about this one too.
We have men's senior pro player of the year. We have Jose Drezzi, we have Steve Deacon and Altaf Merchant, and the winner, Steve Deacon, dethroning Altaf.
Steve Deacon.
Boo, Steve Deacon. We hate that guy. Nah, just kidding. Deacon's a legend. I just wanted my boy Altaf to win. It's understandable. I should have voted for him 1,022 more times, and he would have won.
Yeah, okay. You got smoked.
Get some fake emails. You got some time. You're not replying to my text messages, so
yeah, I can run an entire bot farm for Altaf.
Perfect. We expect it next year. Which leads us to Women's Senior Player of the Year. We have Sherry Coulter, Lee Whitwell, and Julie Johnson, and the winner being Julie Johnson. Any thoughts there?
I hate to have to ask this, but this just kind of shows how little I know about senior pro. Is Julie Johnson playing senior pro right now? Like, is she dominating senior pro right now?
I think she plays at the PPAs, but I don't think she's NPL. She doesn't play the APPs, so I feel like that's kind of like a name recognition one.
Yeah, I feel like Julie hardly plays anymore.
No, yeah, she doesn't, and I'm not thinking she's winning like
she plays PPA
over everybody else.
Those are pretty thin fields, especially
they are. She needs
for women's. Like the men's doubles is still thin, but
yeah. So we'll see what happens next year for women's senior pro. See if we can get some of the APP champs on there. All right, so we have the next one is upset of the year. So these are the nominees. We have Anna Bright and Deckel Barr defeating Annalee Waters and Ben Johns. We have the Columbus Sliders' entire playoff run, which was, I think, 3 upsets in a row. Eric and Alex defeating Catherine Parento and Christian Alshon, and which had the greatest photo probably finish of all time. And then Tom Evans beating Federico, and the Kawamotos beating Annalee and Anna Bright. All right. Which one? Before I announce the winner, Anna, I want to ask you, which one do you think is the upset of the year?
Definitely the Sliders playoff run.
Sliders playoff run.
I think
I have to agree.
I think there's, I feel like a PPA match is going to end up winning. Probably the Kawamotos. That'd be my guess. But I think it should definitely be the Columbus Sliders playoff run.
I would have agreed with that, but you were right. I think it should have been the Columbus Sliders because that was, I think, the craziest one.
That was crazy. It's like a crazy thing in sports. Like, it's not going to get covered. No one's going to like talk about it. But like, as far as like crazy playoff runs in sports, like that's got to be like top 20 all time.
Right. And also like
and being chosen, like everything, like the triple dream breaker, like.
Right. That's never going to happen again too, because you're never going to have a champ that beats the 3, the 2, and the 1 seed, because there's no way you could ever play the 3, the 2, and the 1 seed, with the exception of them all choosing you and them all losing to you.
That 1,000%. I think it's got to be, of all playoff and all sports, like it's got to be pretty high. No one will ever know about it, but that's what I would pick for sure.
Well, it got blown out of the water. It was the Kawamotos beating you and Annalee in Cincinnati by about 4 times as many votes. Our listeners don't know ball.
All right. Do they know ball here, Zane?
Kawamotos beating Annalee and Anna Bright, that's hardly even an upset, to be honest. They might actually just be a better team.
Valid take. I mean, they're insane.
Are they the GOATs, Anna?
Were they the GOAT after that
Did
win?
we ever figure out what that means?
Those little munchkins.
Oh my God. Oh. All right. So let me compose myself here. Fan favorite player. Here's another one that Anna was nominated for. We have the choices are Anna Lee Waters, Georgia Johnson, Anna Bright, Ben Johns, and Hayden Patriquin. I think this was a good list. And the winner, Anna Bright. Congratulations, your first Dink Award win.
I think this is my third straight year winning fan favorite.
Wow.
Of the player awards, I care the most about fan favorite.
You had a good margin. You beat Anna Lee by like 600 votes. Georgia Johnson did get a bunch of votes. She was pretty close to Anna Lee in that one. Ben Johns in 4th and Hayden Patriquin in 5th. So that's a good win. That's a good dub.
That's impressive. And I'm actually surprised Tyson didn't even, make the top 5. You're not surprised?
No.
Falling off?
He's not on like Pickleball TV that much right now.
That's
I was
fair.
surprised. They actually had Tyson versus Max. It's Wednesday in Minnesota, and they have them on like SC2, not even center or grandstand. I couldn't believe that. I feel like they're not giving Tyson the court. I don't know. That's my take. What do you think,
Yeah,
Zane?
I feel like he's always playing right before me on SC5.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but
All right. No more Tyson, but Anna, congratulations. Do you get, I don't actually know, does the Dink send out awards to you? Do you have them shelved in your house?
they must have got lost in the move.
We'll see if they'll send you one this time.
They do.
Congratulations.
I know I have one for best podcast from last year, so I've got that in the podcast studio. Hopefully we win
Perfect.
that one again this year. That'd be
know.
I hope
embarrassing.
so.
I don't know.
I'll take that one in my house, even though I participated in almost none. All right. So we have best on-court personality here. We have Tyson, Jack Sock, Jaume, Hayden, and Anna Bright.
This is some hard hitters.
Zane, who won and who do you think should have won?
So we got Anna Bright won, and I think Jaume should have won, low-key.
I don't think I should have won this. I shouldn't win best on court. I think I should win best off court.
I agree with that. All we get from Anna Bright on court is
Yeah, and like, no!
the stomping around.
I don't
the
think I should
stomping
have won
around.
off court.
You look
If there was
you look
best off
angry
court,
out there.
who's beating me in best off court, Zane? Who's beating me?
I mean, I don't know. I'd vote for you for best off court.
Best off court, but on court, I don't think I should have
No,
won.
Greg Dow beats you for best off court.
I will take the L to Greg any day.
But people really got to know ball to know Greg Dow.
It's quite niche. Knowing Greg Dow is pretty niche. He's been commentating more though. I think he's pretty good on the mic, so I think that's a good move for him.
Yeah.
But on court, I don't. Everyone who voted for me, like hugs and kisses. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it's like Zane said. I'm not doing that much out there.
It was close. You beat out Tyson by like 100, which is actually a pretty close margin here. You beat out Jack Sock by a couple hundred. I guess my question is on-court personality, when I think about it, I'm actually just thinking about the post-game interview. That's all I'm thinking about. But is that what you think they're thinking about? Or are they thinking about like your antics while you're actually playing?
I think they're thinking personality when they see that
personality.
I think Anna I think she just fired up the base to get out and vote.
Honestly, yeah, I fired him up. I mobilized him. I should have mobilized him harder.
Should be a good politician. When I mentioned this, I was playing pickleball this morning, and I mentioned that you're going to be on the pod, and they're just like, "Oh, I love it when she does this, like this, like when you win a point and you like stick your hands to the side, and like they were basically doing all the Anna Bright mannerisms." But I think maybe that's what they're thinking of. I will say, like, the first time I was introduced to Anna Bright online, like my brother was like, "Oh, she's really good." I think was when you were on the Hustlers, and the first thing I saw was your post game interview, and you're just like, I think something that's like Hustler's gonna hustle. I'm not good at leaving out balls anyway, so blah blah blah. I don't remember, but it was like legit authentic interview where I don't even think you know what you're saying as you're saying it either. But I think that's pretty endearing to the crowd. So and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the fact that they stick a mic in front of our face after, like, when we're all hyped up on adrenaline, like, other sports, I feel like you go, you take a shower, you cool off, you go to your press conference. It's like 3 minutes later, we're still fired up. There's just nonsense coming out. I mean, look at Christian.
Oh my gosh. Too much going on in his head at once.
My favorite thing ever, like, was when he would just say he would lose a final and he would just say the word lose like 15 times in a 90-second answer. He would be like, good tournament, sucks to end when you lose. Like, and I hate that I lost. It was like, if it was a drinking game, you would be blasted in 90 seconds. It's just like, that was electric. But his last few losers interviews have been quite polished, or much more polished. I have to give him credit, but that was funny.
I like that. But by the way, speaking of off-court personality, where does Federico rank? I feel like that's another guy that every time I see authentic Federico is...
That is a little bit niche. Like, you have to know ball to actually know how funny Federico is, but Federico is one of the funniest people on tour. Largely unintentionally, also a bit intentionally funny, but very unintentionally funny.
You would never think he's like zero stress whatsoever. He uses all of his stress on the pickleball court, and then in between, like, he's just like the most relaxed person like I know.
King Fed.
King.
It's great. He has another all-timer interview on MLP when he just went on like a Spanish laced. He was like, there's no shots in MLP, only corazón, huevos, vamos a la concha de tu madre, or something like that. He just straight up just blasting F-bombs, talking about balls.
Right after the adrenaline is pumping. It's not easy.
Yeah, 100%. The fact that we don't get wilder shit said in those interviews is actually crazy.
Well, James was known to perform in that regard, but he stopped getting interviews, and then now he's gone.
He's good if you follow Asian paddle maker TikTok.
I'm sure.
All right, so we have the last one is Best Dressed, where we have Hannah Blatt, Georgia Johnson, Hurricane Tyra Black, Anna Bright, and Paris Todd. And the winner...
How many nominations did I get for this one? Can we look that up?
Best Dress, yes. Yeah, JB, please. Not a single one. We saw that outfit that you pulled on the pod at the end of last week, and that was tough.
It's a Dink
your crop
sweatshirt,
top?
bro. Like, what is wrong with that?
Your crop top? It's tough hang.
Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Zane, believe it or not, you actually got 3 votes for Best Dressed. Is that serious?
Let's go, baby.
It's like Zane at zanepickleball.com, like ZN at zanepickleball.com. Like,
I didn't vote. Relax. I'm not pumping up my number.
Who would vote for themselves?
And who would vote for themselves 3 times?
Yeah, if I'm going to vote for myself, I'm bot farming for sure. Like, I'm not going to vote for myself for 5 extra votes. Come on, there's no use in that.
That'd be too obvious, right? That'd be too obvious.
All right.
Well, the winner, Hurricane Tyra Black. She doubled up Paris in the 2 spot. So great outfits. So congratulations,
beautiful
to Hurricane
gowns.
Tyra Black.
I definitely
was that
belong on that list. All those girls always look amazing.
Fair. And next week we have Creator Media Awards. As we mentioned, Anna, Nico, and Zane nominated for Creator of the Year. So stick around. Like, subscribe, follow that podcast, and we'll announce Creator Awards, and we'll see if Anna can add any more Dink Awards to her shelf.
Come on.
All right. So there's no more time to vote, unfortunately, Anna, so you can't rally the base anymore, but we'll see. Let's see. So Zane, I've been going through my Merrick Health journey, and I've been taking the supplements. I think we're on like week 2, and I noticed something fantastic, and that is I started wearing my Garmin watch again. Like, I had lost it and I finally put it on because my wife, she got the Aura ring and it has like a sleep score, and I got the best sleep score. Yeah, there you go. I got the best sleep score I'd ever had in my entire life, which is not great, but it was like 89 out of 100, A minus. And my training readiness was 98. So because of what I'm taking, how I'm treating my body, what they're recommending doing is I can actually still play pickleball for like 3 hours a day, but actually get good amount of sleep, recovery, and actually feel energized. So Nico 2.0, Nico 5.5 duper is coming.
Awesome. Well, hey, it's been fun to follow along with this this health journey, and it's cool to see Merrick Health helping out with Nico 5.5.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's not just the vitamins that they give me, but if you're interested in things like if you have low testosterone or you're looking to make changes to your weight, they have things like testosterone or GLP-1s, vitamins, etc. So the gamute's there, and honestly, it's great to have that proactive view of your health. So all you got to do is just head to marek.health.com. That's MAREK health.com. All right, so we have the other big thing this week, guys, is just MLP preseason in general. Like, I don't understand really what's going on. I'm not sure if anybody does. But want to get you guys' take. One, this is like Eric Tice is doing the Lord's work here. It's incredible. I think I tweeted out that he is like the Woj or the Adam Schefter of pickleball, and how he can figure out what's happening is insane. But thanks to him, we know a lot. Whether or not we understand it is a different story. But moves are happening. MLP already ahead of the trade deadline, which is February 15th.
Yeah, honestly, like it's I I haven't been able to keep up to date, but I keep up to date with everything that MLP actually like publishes, and I'm sure Anna does as well. It is pretty ridiculous that we can't see this stuff and as players know what's going on. Like how do we not have insight? Because a lot of our GMs are asking us for help on some of this stuff. I think it's a big miss. Even when I posted the, how the new format is going to work, I wrote out a script, and then like we realized it wasn't a playoff bracket. It was the one plays the one, the two plays the two, the three plays the three, and that was nowhere to be found in the actual like releases. So there's zero way for somebody who doesn't have insider information, literally coming either directly from the league or or like a GM or something, like to follow, which is bad. That's really bad. So good thing we have Eric Tice.
I fully agree there. I think along with Zane, like I think I've seen all of the trades that have happened, but I haven't even bothered to like think deeply about any of them or about potential repercussions because I just don't even really understand the rules too much. So I was kind of thinking I'd try to understand it all once like the dust settles a little bit. Maybe there's more of a break, but it feels like there's been one or two trades a day. I think so far the most consequential one is probably the Max Freeman for Hunter Johnson. As far as really, on paper making that team a better doubles team, probably pushing them into the contender category, if only because Ben probably wanted it to happen. But I haven't really thought much about any of the other ones. I think it's huge how that gets them out of having to drop a player. I think that's huge.
Mm-hmm. That'll be an interesting one though. Max with Ben, like that puts Catherine, Max, Ben, and Jade, and so that probably puts Ben playing mixed with Jade, and then Max playing mixed with Catherine. Is Catherine gonna like playing left and mixed? Maybe she used to play a lot with Tyler Leung, and if he can win from the left in mixed with Tyler, like that's pretty good. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. And then, like, I think Max is obviously like a downgrade in singles, right? Who wouldn't be?
Right. But I think it pushes them into a legitimate contender category, very strong at every line, in theory.
Insane what they were able to do, though. I mean, their men's doubles team is Ben Johns and Max Freeman, and their original draftees were did they have was it QD and
Kwong and
Thomas Wilson, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they traded for QD, right?
No, May of 2024. We played against
Thomas was their first draft.
Thomas was their first draft.
It was Thomas, Hunter, Jade, and Catherine.
It was Catherine.
But then
kind of crazy.
That's right.
Thomas over Jade up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then did they trade? They traded for QD, right? At one point, it was Hunter and QD just roping.
They picked up QD for the 2025 season.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah, because they were
And then-
rotating alternates. They were rotating alternates for a while.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But good team. Zane, obviously we've already talked about you are on the Chicago slice with your guy Carlos and Hunter. And Hunter. Traded for cash.
Oh yeah.
So congratulations. I think it's good for you. So you excited?
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I feel like I've got like a year or two of being a contributor on a team, or at least being in a starting lineup. So I want to do that while I can before I go full content creator. And so yeah, I like the Chicago Slice. I like those guys. Obviously, they're the ProXR Paddle Tech folks. Good people, and yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be a cool team. And we got some interesting plans. So stay tuned for that.
I'm very interested.
Excited. Now, Anna, we have you on. We have to talk about the Shock. The Shock and the Flash have the most difficult decisions, and I can't stop trying to figure out what the right decision is. But at this point, now that you can make trades, is it kind of inevitable that the Shock trade away one of their 3 players to get cash or draft capital? Is that how this is going to work to maximize the team, or?
I don't really think there's many players worth trading for that get you around this loophole of having to drop someone else. So
Can you like, for example, can you trade Hayden for the maximum amount of cash? Do like a Zane situation. Trade if you have to drop one of them, trade them to somebody for cash.
Then you can't get them back. Like, what's the
You can't get them back.
What's the 200K worth there?
I
I don't
wonder
see that. I think they're going to drop one of us, and I think if I was the GM of the team, I would drop me. But I think they will drop one of the 3 and either intend to buy us back, or if they don't feel like spending much money, then just getting some other up and comer. I think if you're not willing to like drop and get one of us back, like you're just not really like, I think there's a lot of uncertainty with the league's future, and I think that's a fair decision to make. But then it's like I don't really see the value of like trading one of us. Well, I guess if you really just want to make money, you could do that. Just trade away all of us. I don't know.
You could make some good money doing that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I think I'm interested to see what happens there. I'm interested to see what happens with the Flash and the decision between
Who would you guys
Julie and
drop
Georgia.
on the Shock?
Who do we drop on your team?
On my team, I cost about $260,000 to retain. Gabe and Hayden each cost about $110 to retain.
It's interesting because I think they announce who's dropped from all the teams at the same time, and so I would actually probably drop you because everybody else is going to be retaining their women. All of the other competitors are going to be retaining their women, so they're not going to be in the market for an Anna Bright, but they probably are looking to potentially replace or have to replace one of their guys that they're dropping, right? So it's like nobody, like, no offense, but no serious contender is going to then go outbid the Shock for you, whereas they might go outbid somebody else, right? When Dallas has to drop J-Dub or something like that, right? So I think that the market of teams that would be looking to add that female is much smaller.
Zane, I think I disagree because I think that a lot of the teams that are a step away from being contenders are like one female away from being a championship team. Like, I think if you put Anna Bright on the Ranchers, for example, right? They traded away KK and they got Victoria, who I think they're going to drop. Put Anna there. How does that team look? So
Yeah,
pretty solid.
Of course, but
you put Hayden there, and they pick up, I don't know, another girl. Yeah, you're right. It's probably a better team with me if you still have Eric, but it's
because you have Eric and Christian, right? So
yeah, you would have Hayden and Christian then. So yeah, I'd say I could see that being a team that would benefit more from having me. It's interesting though. It's also the cost though. There's also the cost. Like, I think not that, the Chifetzes don't lack for income, but they're responsible business people. But it is like, I'm a lot more expensive than the boys. You could drop me and have a decrease in your cumulative roster costs. Like, will I go for 260, or you drop one of the boys, you're going to have an increase in, total roster cost. I just think
that's true. And I think that's the question is, do Hayden and Gabe go for more than you in the draft? Do Is there more still a premium on women? Like as good as Gabe and Hayden are you still more valuable to other teams?
Hayden's the most versatile player in the game. And then very good on the left, like top 3 on the left, top 3 on the right. And then Gabe is the best on the right and becoming a very good mixed player too. And like a very good mixed player. And then you have me, so I think it's very interesting.
I
my
think
call
Anna goes way
final call is Gabe.
Way more.
I think they drop Gabe. That's my final call. Zane, your pick.
I'll go dark horse just to be contrarian. I'll go Anna. They drop Anna.
All right. And then on the flash, I say they drop Tyra and keep J-Dub in Georgia.
Yeah, that's probably most accurate.
I think that's what they will do, yeah.
Politics.
So, all right. Anything else MLP?
Who will be the worst team in the league?
The Hogs. For
Those
sure.
are the Hustlers and the Hard Eights.
The Hustlers, Hard Eights, Hogs. Any team that starts with an H.
I think,
Hustlers.
yeah, H just might be a curse.
H. Oh, poor Blaine.
Because I don't think anyone. They lost Ryan. They don't have Kaylin. They don't have Jelena. They might have Blaine.
They have Blaine.
They're struggling. H teams are struggling.
You hate to see it.
All right. Zane, I wanted to go. One of my favorite parts of the episode is comments from listeners. So I have. I'll go ahead and read some of these here. We have some comments. These are just tweets, actually, to either Zane or myself. And so the first one, Zane, it's from Anna Bright. Says, "Love chirping Zane. It's too easy."
Yeah, only when I don't chirp back. You can't chirp me on the court. You can't compete with me in chirps on the court.
No, absolutely not. I'm focused on other things on the court.
Yeah, and I'm just focused on being annoying. So
You're so annoying. Like the things you say on the sideline, they're almost like, I feel like most people, I don't even hear the things they say, just because you're focused. The things you say are like so fucking stupid. They're so fucking stupid that they break through the noise. You know what is the other thing that really breaks through the noise for me? Like most things, I don't even hear it. But we were playing the Hard Eights in at the midseason tournament, and I was playing against Kaylin, and Blaine was saying, "Let's go, baby Kaysen. Let's go, baby Kaysen. Yeah, baby Kaysen." And I was like, "Why the fuck are you calling girl like the baby version of her older brother?" I thought, like, I couldn't focus. I thought it was like the dumbest thing ever. So something has to be like really stupid for me to like hear it. And Zane, the things Zane says
I think you like mine because there's some that are just brute force dumb and just annoying. But come on, give me a little bit of credit for having some clever ones too.
No,
those run through.
I don't know if I hear the clever ones as much though. But I do think you're good. I think you're definitely a volume shooter.
100%. Yeah, I gotta play the crowd too. What about
you shoot enough shots, you're gonna make some.
Fair enough. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
100%.
Awesome. We have another quote here. It's Zane is top 3 easiest people to hit. You'll be fine. That's also from Anna Bright.
I remember that one.
You don't remember from June 11,
Brooks.
2025?
Zane is one of the easiest people to hit.
I feel like I'm not that easy to hit.
Jay DeVilliers is easy to hit. Who else gets hit a lot?
Who was the first person you said? I honestly feel like Ben gets hit a lot.
Really?
I feel like Ben gets hit more than he should somehow.
Interesting.
Jay gets hit. Jay has definitely got to be number 1. Jay is easiest.
He's number 1 because he's just a big body.
Yeah.
I think you're kind of up there.
I don't think he gets hit a lot, but there was a span for like 2 tournaments, or maybe it was just a couple of games, where Gabe was repeatedly getting bagged over and over again. And Hayden was always on the sideline laughing his ass off every single time. So I don't know if is Gabe easy to hit, or is it just something that you notice because Hayden's just dying?
I feel like Gabe
doesn't leave anything, but it's not like situations where it's like Jay will sit forehand so hard it'll go at his like midsection. He just eats it. I always say that the guys who are doing like the behind the back thing, like actually, like, it looks really sick, but it's like, that's a sign that your hands aren't the best. If you're regularly doing, like, behind the back stuff.
Ooh, you know
They
who's
call
easy
me
to you know who's pretty
call me
easy to hit?
Bigfoot.
Tyson gets hit a lot. Tyson gets
Tyson.
hit fine.
It's Tyson, Jay, and Zane. That's our Mount Rushmore. Maybe we need one more for Mount Rushmore.
We need one more for Mount Rushmore. I feel like we can think of one more.
Tyson, Jay, Zane.
What
For
was
a
the
big
what was
dude?
the what was
Oh,
the
go
match,
ahead.
Zane? That was it you and Eric Lang and was Tyson
Yeah.
in that?
Huh?
Like you had the Mount Rushmore match. Who was the fourth person in that match?
It was
There was
Deckel.
Deckel
Deckle's a
repeated bags. I'd never
Eric
seen
and
anything
Deckle
like
are
it.
both big bodies.
See, but here's the thing. Deckel has really fast hands. Deckel does not get hit very much.
I feel like if I see Deckle get hit, it's just like right in like the sternum, like somehow, like something weird will happen. Yeah, not Deckle. Deckle also does that little scorpion a lot, so then it's tough to hit him.
Yeah.
So not Deckle. Maybe Eric? I don't know. I do feel like I see Gabe get hit a lot now that I think of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
because
he doesn't
Gabe
try to-
also doesn't back up. Gabe doesn't back up a lot of the time now that I think of it. Maybe we put Gabe and we move on. I don't know.
All right, deal. Let's do that.
All right,
Gabe. Mount Rushmore.
Gabe, Mount Rushmore. All
He
right,
doesn't
and the last comment / tweet we have says, "At least I don't stick paddles up my ass." That is also Anna Bright to to Zane and to the Dink. So no context tweet whatsoever. Just
video was awesome. That video was good.
You know, you got to put yourself out there. I learned that from you,
You gotta
Anna.
try things. You gotta try things, right?
I just can imagine that Zane is like in his house and he's just like scrolling on TikTok and he's like, man, Anna Bright is really crushing this contact game. Maybe if I stick a paddle in my ass, people are gonna like me as much as they like Anna.
No, I just saw those videos of like things my husband has shoved up his butt, where like the girl, like the wife, is talking about it, and I was like, this sounds just like a pickleball paddle. So sold a few Pro XR paddles that day. Yeah, that's marketing. That's next level marketing.
Yeah, the fact that I like a lot of people are like, oh, this is Dirt of Ginny. I was like, this was Zane's idea. Like this was Zane's.
Yeah, that should have been relatively clear.
I don't think a lot of people realize how willing like you have to be to make fun of yourself.
All right, Zane, pickleball court.
Yeah, let's do it. Basically, this is a conversation of, am I an asshole for doing something? And mine's not anything crazy, but I've been doing all these clinics and I'll be teaching for like 8 hours in a given day. And right afterwards, somebody's always like, hey, you want to stick around and play a couple games? And all I want to say is, no, I'd rather chop my off. Like,
Zane, that is your go-to saying. I saw you in at MLP Dallas, and I said, Zane, will you coach me in our Moneyball match? I think I was playing like Devin Seeger, and I was like, or Dylan Seeger, and I was like, will you coach me? And your literal response was, I would rather chop my off. So thanks a lot.
No. And I am still fully attached because I don't do those type of things. So yeah.
You're not an asshole for that.
No.
Maybe you would be said to them, I'd rather chop my off, but
you're
definitely not an asshole for that.
No, I didn't think so, but I didn't feel better.
It asks you.
If a kid? I'll hit them a couple chainsaw serves. They love that. I take time with the kids for sure. But afterward, yeah, like a couple, and then it's time to get the bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to say on camera. This
makes sense.
If I was a kid, I would do something, but generally if it'll ask and I've like been teaching a lot, I'm probably out of there.
Yeah. Nico, were you an asshole at all this week or what?
Me? No. I think I was actually pretty on my best behavior. I don't have any asshole anything for you guys this week. But Anna, my question for you is, do you have anything? Were you the asshole this week?
Oh, it's like this week. I didn't
Well, it
know.
doesn't have to be this week. It could be any time. You
I
have like a lifetime of asshole situations that you could bring to us at this point.
Yeah, I'm actually a sweetie, sweet but a psycho. I don't know. I feel like Zane, how are you with like doing like fans are asking you for signatures and photos like after you lost? How are you with that?
Oh, I usually do it, but
That's
I'm
a
kind of pissed. I'm kind of bitchy about it.
I'm
A
probably
little
like
bit.
50. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, like whatever, like, very down. I'm not that upset. But like after we lost to Christian and Tyra, I definitely ignored some people walking from that court, which I always do feel like bad about. But that was
Yeah.
probably my most recent, like I felt like I was a little bit of an asshole. Usually I'm fine, but I was very mad after that loss. Oh, not like I was rude. I just I don't hear you, as you say, Anna.
Yeah. I think it depends, like, I don't know. For me, I'm probably a little bit more used to losing than you at this point. At this point, so it's like, oh, losing isn't the big deal, but like if I blew something, like if I played
Exactly.
badly, like that's what pisses me off the most.
No, exactly. Like it's not losing. Like after me and Hayden lost to Ben and Emily, like I wasn't that upset, but like feeling like you choked or blew an opportunity or just didn't play to your level or were stupid, like then I'm like mad. I get over it quick,
Okay.
but like right after the match, I'm like beeline.
Yeah. All right, I've got a good one. 2024, we lose in the finals of the MLP playoffs, right? In Orlando. As soon as we're done, I'm like beelining it out of there. And some like 35-year-old guy comes up to me, like chases me down and says, "Nevertill, give me your paddle." I turned around and I said, "Fuck you." And I went into the park. Am I the asshole?
Bit much. I had a
It was definitely. I was pissed. I mean, like
Bit much.
we blew a lead. Like I'm trying to get out of there. Like I'm clearly like
yeah.
booking, and also it was like
I'm just like Nevertill, just like demanding it of you. Like
If it
you
was
just
your
like
first
yelled
name, would it
at.
have been different? If they said, "Hey,
No, if
Zane,"
you said, "Hey, dude, can I please have your paddle?" I would say, "No, I'm
I would
leaving."
rather.
Like I still would have been an asshole. I wouldn't have been as aggressive as an
yeah,
asshole, but like I was pissed, and also he was kind of a dick about it. Like
yeah. The way
he kind of
I
started it.
thought
I
that
was
was
like, "Wrong
cool.
time, guy. Wrong wrong
Yeah.
place, wrong time, and don't be a dick about it right now for sure."
I was rude to some people that day. Like I think I felt bad. I ended up taking photos with them like after, but it was like we had to go up top for something, or maybe I just had to pee before they did the second place trophy ceremony. And as I'm like running up to her, like, Anna, can we get a photo? And we just lost the stream breaker. Like we're heartbroken. And I go, no! I just screamed no. That is one of the most painful losses of my pickleball career. Like maybe losing with the shock this year to Columbus is also like up there, but that one might have been more close. That's my top 2 pickleball losses, I think, for most pain.
MLP losses hit
MLP,
different
'cause
for
there's
sure.
always another PPA. Like, I think maybe the average of PPA is better, but, like, the highs of MLP, the lows, a lot bigger spread there. When you're on a team where, all the players care and, like, you're in the mix, it really hurts.
Or you guys lose, you don't get another chance for another year, so
No, it's like
it's
the Super
over.
Bowl, like, they've done a really
Yeah,
good the playoffs really mean something.
yeah. PPA, you lose, and next week you can go back and win or lose again. If you're
You'll
Zane.
win, I'll win, and I'm already, like, thinking about, like, the next like thing to an extent. It's like you win one match and you have like a bronze later or something. It's like you try to move on. You have to move on pretty quick.
Yeah.
Or like the
Yeah,
next and I'm already like, okay, when's the next time I need to like not fuck this up for me and AL? Like, all right, I've got 1.5 weeks. 1.5 weeks of post res.
well, I think these people bring it on themselves. I went to MLP New York, and I was with my family. My parents went, to my like 6-month-old daughter at the time, my wife, and I was like, "Oh, I'm big Shock fan," and then I know this guy Zane. I'll say hi, and you guys both back to back lose matches, and I'm like, "All right, I'm just gonna go walk back to the hotel. I'm not gonna bother." And so that's you can take one lesson from me. It's don't bother people after they lose. So
Fair enough.
especially in MLP.
It's after a heartbreaker. But
Yeah,
generally I don't really care.
Yeah.
exactly.
Or just don't hold our behavior against us as much. It's not as much of a representation of who
We're
we
not
are.
rationally
Yeah,
thinking at that point.
You know, and what I just don't understand here is like Anna has like this great brand, and I think Zane also, you have like a pretty good brand where everybody's like, man, this guy is just universally beloved. He's so nice. Like I talked to Pickleball Nikki, for example, and I think she actually talked to both of you yesterday and had posted about it. And she's like, oh, Zane's just the nicest guy. I'm just like, man, there's just so many instances of Zane telling fans, players or crowd to go fuck themselves that I don't know how you do it, Zane. Like
We keep it real.
the PR
All right.
is insane. It's just on lockdown. Like no one's ever heard of any of these stories. Like how have they not blown up? You know?
He posts about him.
I'm nice 99.99% of the time. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe 80%. I don't know. So, all right. Well, what do we have ahead of us next week, Nico? What are we announcing? What do people come back for next week?
Yeah, next week, I said we are going over the Media Content Creator Awards. So we got a special guest there. You'll have to wait to find out who that is. Somebody that may or may not be up for Content Creator of the Year. So super excited to have them on. And then we'll discuss Anna's future as a content creator as well. Yeah, and then Zane, you got a ton going on. What's happening with you over the next week? You going to be able to answer my text messages?
Yeah, but I might choose not to. So
okay, appreciate it.
I'm just doing a bunch of clinics in the Northeast. I've been having fun doing them, like teaching. Yeah, working with Pickleball pros. They've hooked me up with a full schedule. So yeah, grinding the clinics, enjoying it. Come say hey if if you hear this and you're in one of the clinics.
Awesome, Anna. What about you? What do you got going on this week?
This coming week is just a lot of getting ready for Cape Coral. We have the YOLA Summit over the weekend, and I'm always like just a lot of stuff with Brighter Pickleball and other things going on.
Anything you want to leak about the new Pro 5?
No.
the most sought after paddle. I keep seeing any possible leaks, but yeah, we're excited to see what happens there. Paddles getting better and better, so looking forward to the Pro 5 when it comes out. Awesome. Well, Anna, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming on the #1 pickleball podcast. And it's been a blast.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Say it. Say PicklePod.
PicklePod.
There we go. Nice. You did it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun.